right, it's time again for your weekly offensive powered by Shadows of Today with Mr. Crow.
And Dr. Hoyman.
All right, we actually timed it right this time.
That we did.
All right, it is, Sunday? Holy shit, it is Sunday.
Yeah, depressingly enough, I have work tomorrow.
Surprisingly enough, I don't work tomorrow. Ha-ha!
Lucky you.
All right.
And, where are you headed next weekend?
I can't actually talk about that on the show because I have people that don't need to know where I'm going because it's kind of a secret to some people. It'll get me in trouble. So
they're not supposed to know you invented a real-time machine and that you're going back to the 50s to relive certain events.
Basically, yes.
Fuck.
For all those that are wondering, I am helping someone move to Virginia for 3 days.
Same thing. Build a time machine, go back to the 1950s, go wherever you're going. Come on.
So in other words, that will mean if we have a show next week that's all going to be on Pat.
Treat.
And it's not going to be on me.
We're not going to.
Technically, that's what it means. No show next week.
Maybe. If I get the balls to use on my head.
Right. All right. So let's see here. What do we have today that we're going to talk about here, Pat? Oh.
Well, I'm looking at thinkgeek.com, and there's some cool stuff on here. I want this Doctor Who's bath towel. It's a TARDIS, and it's freaking awesome.
Wow, we already have a message that says Pat is gay.
And from who?
Can you just take a guess?
You or Hoopty.
It wasn't from... Oh, I said we just got a message that says Pat is gay, and you said it's from me.
It's probably from Hoopty.
Yeah, you're right.
And my message to Hoopty is, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, good sir. I'm not gay, and no, I won't date you, okay? Wake up from whatever, fantasy world you are living in.
All right, so let's go here, because I asked Pat earlier, see if he can remember.
Okay.
How long has it been since you smoked a cigarette, Pat?
It has been almost 3 months or a little over 3 months.
Hey, I'm going on a month and a half, so... Hey, I had one mess up because my battery died, alright?
Okay, fine. I will allow you one slip-up. We're going to forget that never happened. One cigarette's not a big deal. That's fine. But congratulations, man. That's awesome. I'm never going back. I just love vaping. But let's talk about the juices we've got. So you go first. Let's hear about the magnificent flavors you've been vaping as of late.
Well, I know we both just recently got new juices. My juices are from Happy E-Smoker, along with my Viva Nova tank.
Alright, and what's your review? I'd like to hear how Happy E-Smoker is. I thought about hearing from them myself. Happy
E-Smoker, I will say, I'm not gonna fully say that Thunder Vape sucks. It might have just been the juices that I got. I don't know. But these have a lot more flavor to them. Sorry, Ollie, if you're listening. I don't say they completely suck. But it's just that they were harsh.
Yeah, they were. The flavors were a little dull to me, and the truth is I didn't get what I ordered. That kind of sucked. So I'm probably not going to go through them again. But no offense. It's just it is what it is.
Well, if I go back, it's going to be for the Hypnotic because I love the Hypnotic flavor.
Yeah, wasn't a fan. I didn't like it, man. It was a little too fruity. It doesn't taste anything like I've tried Hypnotic, and it doesn't really. It doesn't do it for me. Now, where I got mine from was Green Man Juice, or what was it called, Charles? Green Man E-Liquid or E-Juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Man E-Juice. And the flavors are unfreaking believable. The popcorn tastes just like popcorn, not even shitting you. You can taste the saltiness of it, the buttery, it's perfect. And the aftertaste, when you chew on a popcorn, you can taste that kernel taste, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has that. It's as if you're eating popcorn, and it is wonderful. Paladin Punch is great. It's very wintergreeny. It tastes like you're chewing on the green orbit gum. It really does. It's awesome.
Yes.
I have no complaints whatsoever. It's the best juice that I've had so far, and I'm looking forward to trying out the Happy E-Smoker. Or whatever that website's called that you went through.
It's happyeesmoker.com.
Yeah. E-Smoker, yeah. But I truly believe that I found a new regular. I'm gonna continue with the Green Man juice and try a bottle of juice here and there from other sites. But so far, this is it. I really think that you should give it a shot because they're banging.
Well, I'm going to definitely try.
What?
I said I'm definitely going to try them out. I mean, with mine, the only two that I've really, really tried... Anyways, I'll get to that in a second. I have the pineapple orange juice flavor, orange creamsicle, orange dreamsicle, sorry, and bourbon street vanilla and chocolate delight. Actually, right now I'm going to tell you I have a little mixture of all four of them in my thing, and it doesn't taste too bad. I mean, you could taste, like with the pineapple orange juice, you could taste the pineapple and the orange all together in that, and it's like you're drinking pineapple orange juice.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. You're going to have to come over and give me some taste testing on that, because that sounds great.
Well, see, the thing that I did with it also is I poured a little bit of the orange dreamsicle in there, because you could taste more of the pineapple in it than you can the orange. So I added a little extra orange to it, and it was like banging, dude. So we actually have another comment. It's actually off something you said.
Okay, can't wait.
So it says, so Pat's saying that he likes the way some Green Man salty juice tastes.
Is he hot?
It's a joke. It was just playing off your words.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, actually I do. Green Man's E-juice or whatever the hell it's called. It's the best juice I've had so far.
Well, see,
that orange dreamsicle though, how's that by itself?
I haven't done it by itself yet because it's because like I said, I haven't changed out anything out of this tank yet.
Okay. How do you like the tank, by the way? The Vivinova. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm curious now that I know someone who has tried it. I want to know what you think.
I like it better, and I'm going to say this, and I'm the iClear 30 fan. I like the Vivinova tank. The only thing that I have a problem with it is what I told you earlier, is whenever I take the top off to add the juice.
Right.
Because the coil, I don't know if I'm showing it to Pat, right there?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, very top.
Right there at the top. It's kind of, if you look at Cheryl's tank, because she has the mini.
Yeah.
It's how the coil sits on top whenever I go to take the lid off, because they're touching it's like completely touching. Is you're twisting the coil off no matter how tight you get it, and I don't like to over tighten my stuff anyway.
Right. What about leaking? Do you get any leaking with it?
No leaking at all. I was sitting in my couch like this the other day.
Nothing came out. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, I got a little bit of juice inside the drip tip a little bit.
No, that's not a big deal.
But I will tell you, it wasn't like, oh my god, I got juice in here because I had the Happy E-Smoker juice in here. It was like, oh my god, this tastes amazing. I want to drink the juice now.
Okay.
I know.
Disclaimer. No. If you start vaping, do not drink the juice.
I know, but it's like you tasted. It's like you tasted the juice, and it's not like it burned your tongue type of like most juices do. You could actually taste the flavor in it.
That's freaking awesome.
And I was sitting there licking it, going, "Man, can I get some more out of this?"
Right, I know. Let's just turn this fucker into a straw.
But yeah, so far out of this, I mean, I've only had it since Wednesday. I've had no problems out of it. I mean, the only thing is, the way I found out that the coil is coming off is I went to go vape off of it, and it wasn't, no noise, nothing was going on. I'm like, the fuck, did I already burn my fucking coil out? So I took it apart, and as I was taking it off, I could see it sit there twisting. I was like, so I tightened it, put it back up. And I was like,
right.
And so far, like I told you earlier, I have a 2.4 ohm in here. And it reads anywhere between 2.6 and 2.8.
Nice. Well, that's a good medium. I prefer around the 2-point-something range. You know what I mean? Of ohms. But for the listeners who have no idea what the hell we're talking about, just Google vaping or e-cigarettes and get into it if you smoke. Way better alternative. I mean, how do you feel physically? Like, do you feel more healthy?
Dude, I'm sitting there at work because usually you can't smell the stuff that couldn't used to smell the meat that I cut up there.
Right.
And now it's like, oh my god, this shit stinks.
I know, dude. Have you had the pleasure of smelling other fucking smokers?
Well, I will tell you, I work with a guy, he smokes a pipe at work. He actually smokes a legit pipe. From what I understand from it, and I don't know how true this is, he was Amish at one point, and something happened, and now he's not Amish no more. But I'll tell you the funny story behind it. I was outside smoking this, and he looks at me. He's like, "What the hell are you smoking?" And I'm like, "It's an e-cig." He's like, "What's an e-cig?" And I was like, "It's an electronic cigarette." He's like, "Oh, it looked like you were smoking some illegal substance over there." And I was like, "I could say the same thing about your pipe there. What do you got in your pipe?" And he kind of laughed at me. He's like, "Can you get that in a Prince Albert flavor?"
What the hell is a Prince Albert flavor?
Prince Albert is actually a flavor of a kind of tobacco.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'm sure you can.
I looked at him, I was like, yeah, and I was like, if you want to stay with your pipe, I can get you a pipe that looks just like yours, and you can do this. He's like, is it healthy? I was like, it's healthier than smoking that. He's like, I'm interested. And I was like, wow.
I know, dude. It's like we've become full-on vapor, like, spokesmen.
A chick that I work with, she came from the Punxsy Walmart. I was telling her, I was like, I need to go to break so I could smoke. She's like, what do you smoke? I was like, hold on, let me explain it to you a second, because if I tell you I vape, not anybody knows what I'm talking about. She's like, you vape too? I have an ego twist out in my locker. I'm like, holy shit, I finally met someone that I don't have to explain what the hell I'm doing to.
I know. I feel so weird, because, like, I'll be around people I don't know, and I always feel the need, because... like you, I have what's called the BAMO, and it's a pretty big mod, you know? Even whenever I don't have the second piece on there where I'm only using one battery, it's still big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, it's not a crack pipe. This is an electronic cigarette. It's nicotine. Don't call the cops, okay? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I always feel weird, and then I'm just like, you know, I just go about my business, but I love it. I'm using what's called the, just back on the subject of tanks, it's fairly new, but it's called the Kangaroo Pro tank. My tank itself, yours is made out of a plastic, like an acrylic. Mine's Pyrex glass.
Nice.
And what's nice about the glass is there's a lot of juice out there, like high acidic, like fruity or cinnamon.
The stuff that I'm smoking right now is actually high acidic.
Exactly. So what will happen is you're going to notice your tank gets a little cloudy.
Yeah.
Basically, the juice is eating away at the layers of your plastic, and after a while, it's going to break down. It's going to crack and shit. But with the Pyrex glass, you're not going to have that problem. I actually wanted to show you something later. I might as well tell you about it now, because Bear, he was a guest on here. His name is Vic. And he showed me this site where I can find them, and they're great prices. They're like $30. Now, mind you, it's the most expensive tank that I would have ever thought I'd buy. But after vaping out of a glass tank, it's totally worth it. It's a one-time deal. You're not going to have to keep replacing them because it's glass. Nothing's going to eat away at it. But go to valleyvapes.com and check it out. It's called the Triple V Pyrex. I'm going to get the 7 mil frosted tank. Instead of it being clear, it's a little fuzzy. You know, kind of like a shower door would look, and it is beautiful. It comes with a drip tip, your choice of color, your choice of everything. Even the O-rings, you know, the black O-rings that you have on yours that, like when you push it down, you know, like the drip tip. You can get them in red silicone or black EPDM, which
mine's clear. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'm just saying, dude, that's going to be a real nice, affordable tank for you, and I think that you might like it, especially now that you're used to the whole drip tip. But on the subject, and I hope we're not going too long into this whole vaping subject.
No, not at all.
Have you looked at any of the drip tips that you can buy for your mod?
Yes, I have.
What are you going to do?
I don't know yet. There's so many different ones to choose from to make it...
On smoketech.com with the no ESMOKTEK.com, they have this drip tip. It's called a skull.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They also have one. It's called the King Cobra. That one's fucking awesome. And you really want to make your mod your own. That's how you do it. You get like the cool looking drip tips. You
get the J-Wraps.
Yeah, the J-Wraps. You can completely make this shit your own and have it fit your personality, which is totally cool. So I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to get a new tank so I can try out the drip tip. But I have a hard time going to plastic. I won't go back, so I'm stuck with the Pro Tank until I get my new glass tank that I'm going to get, which is a cartomizer. Completely different vape than what you're used to. No wicks at all.
I don't know. I'm not big on the whole cartomizer thing, but let's jump off because we have other stuff we do want to talk about here.
All right.
We don't want to keep going too far into this, or we'll have to go call Bear up and put him back on the show so he can talk to us.
Exactly. Well, just one more piece of information. If you're interested in it, and me and Sean here talking about it has got you wondering, just Google it, look into it. Check out this guy's website called tasteyourjuice.com, and he's got a whole list of places that are reputable that you can order from. Yeah, exactly. And you can make good decisions based off of him. He's like completely non-biased, and it's awesome. But
look up Pete Basardo on YouTube also.
Yeah, P. Basardo. How do you spell it? No clue. Just Google it. It'll correct it for you, I'm sure. And look at some of the reviews. He's an alright guy. I love him. He's a totally lovable dude. And his reviews are so funny. He always does some funny shit. But, alright, moving on from this. What do we want to talk about now? We got a list of crap here we can go over.
Next thing that we were talking about, and you brought this up, was it's going to tie into our Song of the Week.
Yes, it will.
It's Above the Influence.
Exactly, and I like talking about this directly after the whole smoking thing because the whole addictive sense behind freaking nicotine and shit. But, I don't know, vaping's better than tobacco. But off that subject and onto this whole above the influence thing, who do you know or do you know anybody who's currently under the influence?
Well, we all know people that are under the influence. Which we were talking about that earlier. I'm actually, and we're gonna go ahead and say it here. We're going 3.5 years sober off of drugs, sir.
Good for you, man. That's me clapping.
Not a lot of people knew that either.
Was that you clapping for yourself, you seated fucker?
Damn right. But being above the influence is more than just being above the influence of like drugs, like a lot of people think. Above the influence is also of alcohol, which I am not above the influence of that. I am under the influence of alcohol most of the time. But the way I put it is, yeah, alcohol is a dangerous addiction also.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you're like me, I know what I'm doing. I know my limits, and I don't. Occasionally I go above my limits.
Yeah, I mean, it happens on occasion, but it's not in every fucking day.
No, it's not like I'm saying I'm an alcoholic. I am not going to go to AA again because AA is for quitters, and I am not a quitter. Yeah, shut up. We can't talk about next weekend. Did you not already hear me tell you that? Shh.
Yeah, the time of travel thing is under wraps, okay?
Anyways, I mean, if you know somebody that is, under the influence of whatever, and you know they need help, there's a website, which Pat is one that brought it up to me, and that's abovetheinfluence.com. Is that correct?
That's it, yep.
It gives you ways to help the person, get them help, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say, how do I want to say this without sounding like a Sunday school special? If wait, I'll do it the best way that Cat Williams said it. You know what? If you're good, if drugs help you and it makes you live your life, go ahead, boo-boo, make that money and do the drugs. But don't let them control you, because the minute you let it control you is the minute shit happens.
Right, exactly.
And then,
I just think being without it is the best way, Like, if you can't control yourself, don't do it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I just go by this rule. If it's illegal, I don't want it. That's how it works.
While he's holding up a crack pipe over there.
Hey, it's legal.
Alright, so before we get into the song of the week, we're not going to release it yet because I want to play that here in a minute. Do you have any other things that you want to talk about as far as Above the Influence?
No, not really. I just think getting the awareness out there. If you know somebody, talk to them or, be a friend.
Or if you are someone that is under the influence, you need people to talk to. I'm always here to talk. Dr. Pat.
That's right.
He's sometimes there.
You can't get me to stop talking. Unless, of course, I'm looking at YouTube.
Right.
But,
like earlier, whenever we're trying to plan out the show, and it's like, hey, Pat, what are we going to do? Hold on, I'm watching a video on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Hit us up on the show. Shit, we could use a guest here and there.
Right? Definitely. And we're probably going to hit a lot more on being above the influence, trying to get to more of a drug-free society. Alcohol.
Yeah, and you don't need drugs to be cool. All you need is some sunglasses.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Because I'm blind.
Haha. All right, so I'm going to let Pat introduce the song of the week if he could remember which one I have loaded up here.
Yes, it's by our good friend Macklemore. Never met the guy. I'm saying good friend because it sounds cool. But Macklemore, Other Side. It's to the beat of Other Side by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I think the song has an awesome message. I love Macklemore because of his morals. He's a fantastic rapper. Best out right now. I mean, it's a nice break from all the bullshit you hear from Lil Wayne, Drake, and all these other fucking idiots who are out there rapping about drugs, money, and bitches. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's hear it, brother.
All right. And remember, Pat, we're not going to be on mute, so don't yell out, fuck, shit, damn, or bomb.
All right, get it. No bomb.
Chad Butler, known as Pimp C, died in a Los Angeles hotel room. The LA County Coroner's Office ruled the rapper's death accidental and attributed to a combination of
apnea and syrup. And we know that syrup on the streets usually has codeine.
Absolutely. We have a problem now with the cough syrup epidemic.
He rolled up, asked him what he was sipping on. Said, lean. You wanna hit it, dog? That's the same stuff Weezy's sipping, huh? And tons of other rappers that be spitting hard. Yep, he had fiber bone. And when I passed him that styrofoam, the Easter Bank heard it rhyme before I finally got to see what all the hype was on. And then he took a sip, sitting in the Lincoln, thinking he was pimping as he listened to the system. Little did he know that it was just as addictive as bass. Not the kind of hit from the kick drum. Hot box, let the bass bump. Take it to the face, gulp. Months later, the use went up. And every blunt was accompanied by the pink stuff. But goddamn, he loved that feeling. Purple rain coated in the throat, just so healing. Medicine alleviate the sickness. Liquid to fix him, it comes with the cost. Wake up, cold sweat, scratching, itching. Trying to escape the skin that barely fit him. Gone, get another bottle just to get a couple swallows. Headed towards the bottom, couldn't get off it. Didn't even think he had a problem. Though he couldn't sleep without getting nauseous. Room spinning, thinking he might have sipped just a little bit too much of that cough syrup. His eyelids closed shut, sat back in the chair clutching that cup. Girlfriend came in a couple hours later, said his name shook him, but he never got up. He never got up. Never got up. We live on the cusp of death, thinking that it won't be us. It won't be us. It won't be us. It won't be us. Nah, it won't be us. Wanted to act like them. He just wanted to rap like him. Us as rappers underestimate the power and the effects that we have on these kids. Blunt passed, ash in the tin, pack being pushed, harassed by the feds. The fact of it is, most people that rap like this talking about some shit they haven't lived. Surprise, you know the drill. Trapped in a box, decline record sales. Follow the formula, violence, drugs, and sex sells. So we try to sound like someone else. This is not Californication. There's no way to glorify this pavement. Syrup, Percocet hit an eighth a day will leave you broke, depressed, and emotionally vacant. Despite how Lil Wayne lives, it's not conducive to being creative. And I know cause he's my favorite. And I know cause I was off that same mix. Rationalize the shit that I try after I listen to Dedication. But he's an alien. I'd sip that shit, pass out and play PlayStation. Months later I'm in the same place. No music made, feeling like a failure. And trust me, it's not dope to be 25 and move back to your parents' basement. I seen my people's dreams die. I seen what they can be denied. And weed's not a drug, that's denial. Groundhog Day life repeat each time. I seen Oxycontin take 3 lives. I grew up with them, we used to cheap dimes. I seen cocaine bring out the demons inside. Cheating in line, friendship cease, no peace in the mind. Stealing and taking anything to fix the pieces inside. Broken, hopeless, headed nowhere. Only motivation for what the dealer's supplying. That rush, that drug, that dope. Those pills, that crumb, that roach. Thinking I will never do that, not that drug. Growing up, nobody ever does. Until you're stuck, looking in the mirror like I can't believe what I've become. So I was gonna be someone, and growing up everyone always does. We sell our dreams and our potential to escape through that buzz. Just keep me up, Hollywood, here we come.
and syrups and whatnot. So,
Is it changing the music?
I can only speak for myself personally, you know what I'm saying? We had been toning down the content of certain things in the music lately. My new album, of course, probably won't have any references to cough syrup in it, but it's a little bit more than the music. I think it's going to start affecting the personal lives of a lot of artists and people.
Alright, and that was Other Side by Macklemore, and who was the other guy? I can't pronounce the other name on there. Fences?
I don't know, actually.
Well, that was Macklemore. You know, listening to that song reminded me of a song it's an older song, it's not well known, it's by Faraz. It's called Hollywood's Not America. You ever heard that song?
No, I haven't.
Well, we're not going to play it on the show today because we are on a tight schedule here. And as y'all probably heard during the middle of it, I did not turn my Facebook sounds off, so everybody's trying to message me here. So,
nice.
I was supposed to remind you, there's a joke you want to tell.
Yeah, so why is it that, 10 years ago, you couldn't get a kid to take cough syrup? I remember I hated it, but now we got people fucking drinking it to get high. What a flip that was. Jesus. But I love that song. That shit is banging. And if you're one of those people, seek help.
Right. Alright, so moving on here a little bit.
Funny joke, right?
I guess. I didn't laugh, but I'll laugh for you.
Right. It's not really a joke. It's more of a weird-ass, oxy fucking moron or a coincidence. It's just weird. It's ironic.
I still don't even like cough syrup, dude.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't get kids to do it. Now they can't get off it.
Right?
Really?
Well, let me ask you here. Have you watched any movies, played any new games, anything like that here lately?
I haven't played any games, but I have watched a couple movies. One of my old favorites, man. I rewatched it today. It's called The Prestige.
Oh, yes. Great movie.
Oh, God. That's an awesome movie. I was like, man, that's good. I watched that. Later today, I'm going to watch the... I suppose I'm going to take your advice. I'll watch the original and then the new one. But Red Dawn looks banging.
Well, from what I understand, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that the new Red Dawn actually sucks.
Really?
Yeah, the old one, from what I understand, is a lot better. I mean...
Is that... Probably if you've seen the original. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really just want to... I want to try it out there. I want to see it. Because I think it looks good. It's got that dude Thor, the guy from Thor.
Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
I haven't watched anything new since the last time we were on here, I don't think. Have I watched anything new? No. But tonight I'm actually going to watch The Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah, dude. You got to tell me how that is. Because it looks alright.
I've heard it's pretty wicked. But yeah, we'll be watching that and see how it goes. I was actually just messaged and told from somebody that's listening that Dredd is pretty badass. The new Judge Dredd movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I could watch it because I watched the original with Sylvester Stallone in it.
Never seen it.
You gotta watch Judge Dredd.
Oh, you know what I did watch? I watched The Purge.
Ah, yes. What'd you think about that?
I was disappointed, really. I was expecting something different. I was just like, oh my God. I thought it was ass, especially the ending.
I liked it. I wish that would kind of go into effect sometime.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I'd move the fuck out of the country, though.
Right? And that was one of the critic reviews, the public reviews on there. Why the fuck don't you just move out of the state states for that time?
Yeah, exactly. Just go on vacation.
I'd say the guy I liked The Purge. I wasn't expecting much out of it because it was Colin Farrell, and I don't like Colin Farrell. But
Colin Farrell wasn't in Purge.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
No, what's the guy's name? Ethan Hawke. Sorry, my bad.
I love Ethan Hawke.
I don't like him really.
What's that movie I watched? That's the other one I watched. What's the movie he's in where he's an investigative writer or a true crime writer, and he moves into the
Sinister.
house? Yeah, I kind of liked that movie. I was like, oh my god, I like him. I think Ethan Hawke's a great actor.
I'm just not a big fan of him.
He's only good for like a certain role.
Yeah, well, I will tell you the character I liked, and he had a kind of a big role, was the guy that was trying to break into the house. He was creepy as hell.
Oh, the kid?
Yeah. Where he was like, I like when he knocks on the door, he's like, hi, yeah, you kind of just got the guy we're looking for. So we're going to give you 2 hours before you either let him go or we kill everybody.
Right.
And spoiler alert for anybody that's listening that hasn't watched the movie, go ahead and mute it for about 2 minutes. And I'll give you 30 seconds. 10, 20, 30. Okay, there's 30. How about the whole twist at the end where it was that the whole community wanted that family killed?
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the fuck? I kind of saw that coming, though, in all honesty.
Well, whenever they were kind of talking how they were, it was kind of obvious. But I like how she slams the one girl's head into the table.
Yeah, she's like, I said no more killing. Wow! I was like, yes. I wanted her to die. I hated that fucking.
But how about the black guy? He actually helped them out, and they were the ones that were going to turn him over for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, really?
Have you seen any of the new True Blood?
I'm not a True Blood fan, so...
Really? Oh, God, I love it. The newest season's fantastic, by the way, but what about Teen Wolf?
I'm not a fan of Teen Wolf, either.
Are you?
Really, hold up. Let me ask you a question. I was talking to you about World War Z earlier, and you're like, oh, that's not my kind of movie. But you watch True Blood, Teen Wolf, Twilight.
I don't know. I'll give it a try, okay? How's that sound? Are you happy? Are you satisfied with that?
Well, I haven't watched it yet. It just looks like it's going to be an amazing movie.
I guess you're kind of right, because the truth is I watched Cowboys vs. Aliens, or whatever the fuck that movie is, with the 007 guy that played in it. That was a good ass movie. So maybe I will like it.
I didn't figure... I thought Cowboys and Aliens was going to suck.
So did I.
I watched it expecting a horrible movie.
Yes, I know. I gave it a try only because I would fucking...
And because I gave it to you and you got it for free.
That too, but, United Nations employee Jerry Ling traverses the world in a race against time to stop the zombie pandemic that is toppling armies and governments and threatening to destroy humanity itself. Actually, that does sound pretty good. That's not what I was thinking. I thought it was an alien thing for some reason.
Yeah, when we get done with this, watch the trailer for it. But you're talking about TV shows. I'll tell you one you gotta watch, because you said you watched Justified and all that, right?
Yeah, I love Justified.
Start watching Sons of Anarchy. It's on Netflix.
Yes, I think it is on Netflix?
Seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 are on there. The newest season's not on there yet.
What's it about? Can you tell me what it's about? And is it like a Gorilla Cam thing where it's like... Because I picture it to be like a documentary almost.
No, it's not like a documentary at all. It's basically... It's a drama. It's following a biker gang and all their stuff that they have to go through. About rival gangs. Like, I'll tell you straight up, in the newest season, this is how twisted this show is. This one guy accidentally killed a gang member's daughter, the head guy's daughter. So they find out who he is. They take him to a train station and tie him up. And they're like, he's like, you took my family away from me, so I'm gonna do the same. He opens up this thing, and the guy's daughter's sitting down there. He pours gasoline on her, lights a match, and throws it down there, and the guy has to watch his daughter burn.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's one of those. It's about drugs, guns, and gangs, and sex.
God damn. Okay, I'm in. I'll watch it. I'll give it a try. Let me ask you this: have you heard anything about any more of the Netflix originals? Because I'm super psyched for these one, like the second seasons. to come out. I watched both of the ones they have out that I know of.
I'm gonna tell you, you told me about Hemlock Grove, and I tried watching it. I got to the 3rd episode, and I was just not into it at all.
It's pepper and ginger.
It's what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said I got to like the 3rd episode of Hemlock Grove, and it just didn't interest me at all. I mean, it was just like, to me it was dull. And I mean, maybe I didn't give it enough of a shot.
Yeah, I don't think you gave it enough. I loved that show. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like I said, I gave it 3 episodes, and I got really bored watching it, and I fell asleep on the 4th one.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, you shouldn't have to give a show 3 episodes to like it. But I just thought it was awesome. Did you try the other one?
No, I haven't watched House of Cards yet, no.
You'll like that one.
Let's see, what's another show that I've been watching? Of course, I watch America's Got Talent faithfully.
America's Got Talent?
Yeah, only because Howard Stern's on there, and I love Howard Stern.
Child's Play is on Netflix. Oh my god.
Child's Play 2, I haven't found the first one.
Anything else new on Netflix that I should know about?
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I don't know what the hell that is.
It's a Cartoon Network show. I think you would actually love it. It's hilarious.
Oh, really?
And
Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I loved that as a kid.
The Venture Brothers are on there, too, if you ever watch The Venture Brothers.
Great, not funny.
All right, well, I think that's actually going to wrap us up for this week because we're running on about 10 minutes left. Before we go, I actually have a quote of the day here.
All right.
It comes from the man Albert Einstein.
Okay.
The difference between genius and stupidity is genius has its limits.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Let's see if there's another one. I'm looking through all the quotes of the day here.
I got one for you. A goal without a plan is just a wish.
Yes. Or, my favorite one, it comes from Friedrich Nietzsche. Life without music is a mistake.
I agree with that.
And of course, that comes from one of my favorite movies, Here Comes the Boom.
Here Comes the Boom was awesome. That's with Old Boy, right? From
Yeah.
Mall Cop.
Yeah, and then it has what is it? The Fawn? Am I right? Fonzie from Happy Days, the old TV show.
Oh yeah, dude. What's his name? Henry Winkler.
I love Henry Winkler.
Everyone loves Henry Winkler. How do you not love Henry?
Wow, actually, as I was talking about Friedrich Nietzsche, here's another one, a quote that just popped up on my screen from him. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters.
Nice.
Here we go. I got one from Harry Potter. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. Albus Dumbledore from the Deathly Hallows.
Albus Dumbledore.
Yep. I was watching the very. We're gonna end with this here. I was watching the second one the other day, and Sheena's looking at it. She's like, "That's not the same Dumbledore." I was like, "No shit, he died after I think it was the second one, and they replaced him."
Yeah, they did.
To what's his name? Ian McKellen or whatever.
I don't.
Is that it? I know Hoopty's sitting here listening. Hoopty, correct me if I'm wrong.
He is the biggest Harry Potter fan I know. So.
Right. Well, he's not responding so quickly, so probably not.
Have you seen Goosebumps on Netflix yet?
Yes, I saw that they were on there.
I love it. I've been watching them. I was like, this is so awesome.
So actually, I heard the other day that Jaden got his first Goosebumps book.
Yes, he did. It was the How I Got My Shrunken Head.
Hold on, I'm going to add Hoopty to the last little bit of the show because he's calling in, so give me a second.
Okay.
Hoop Delicious, how are you?
I'm doing alright.
You actually tuned in for the last few minutes here.
It is not Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen played Gandalf in Magneto.
You're right. Who was it in Harry Potter?
I don't know. I never watched those chaos movies.
I don't believe that for a second.
I've never watched Harry Potter's. I watched like the first 15 minutes of the first one and realized this movie is dumb.
I wasn't a fan either.
Michael Gambon. Really? Is that who it was? No, wait, that's the wrong one. Haha. I looked up the other Dumbledore on there.
Let's go to IMDb.
That's where I'm on right now. Hang on, give me a second. I am right. It's Michael Gambon.
Sure.
Spell it.
Gambon.
Sure.
Alright, well, that is going to be the end of the show because we actually only have like 2 minutes left here.
Alrighty, man.
Alright, well, Hoopty, thanks for coming on correcting us at the last minute here.
Yeah, I would have came on earlier, but I'm just a second-rate citizen, apparently.
Well, see, we
That's
already
true.
had everything planned out on here before you got in contact with me, so...
So you don't like my random chaos, huh?
Well, see, we're trying to do one without random chaos this time. And we were talking about above the influence, and we were talking about you.
Yeah.
This is basically your intervention here.
Well, you guys failed horribly.
Damn it. Alright, well, as I stated earlier, I will not be on here next week. I'm not sure if Pat's going to do it himself.
I'll try. I just need to learn how to do it.
I will show you everything here in a few minutes. Because I am going to be out of town, helping people move to Virginia. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Time travel.
Time travel, yes. Alright, well, everyone have a great night.
Peace.
We'll see.
Did I make it?